Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Ciara Speller. We're going to have our top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but let's bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, did we officially hit our 4th heat wave of the summer?
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that, but yes. Low 90s today. I believe the last official reading at Westover Air Reserve Base was 93, so we're in.
How's the heat wave affecting our traffic out there?
Not so bad right now. Let's take a look. Traffic actually looks pretty good. Northampton to Springfield 91, I-90, 391 and 291 also running fine, and the Pike right now is also looking good, both east and westbound. So, hey, no major problems on the road. Let's take a look at the heat advisory. National Weather Service continues the heat advisory until 8 o'clock tonight for central and eastern Hamden, central and eastern Hampshire, central and eastern Franklin County. And here's why. 94 now at Springfield, 92 Northampton. Look at that, Greenfield at 97 and 95 in Westfield, and we're close to 90 right now in the Berkshires. Add in the humidity, and it feels like it's more than 100 degrees right now in Greenfield. We're also keeping an eye on the radar because there have been some scattered showers to our south and to our west. We're expecting that most of this action, if not all of it, stays to our south and west. But if you live in Hamden County, southern Berkshire County, you have the chance for a scattered to isolated shower here through about 8 o'clock this afternoon. Better chance for all of us to get some rain tomorrow. We'll track it with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
An 8.8 magnitude earthquake off the coast of eastern Russia sparked tsunami warnings across the Pacific Ocean. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued a tsunami warning saying people near the coast or rivers should evacuate to a safe place immediately. They warned that the tsunami would strike Japan repeatedly over a long period of time. Additionally, the second wave is expected to be more severe than the first. Several people were injured but are expected to be okay. No major damage has been reported so far. 3 days of investigative hearings on that deadly mid-air collision over the Potomac in January began today. The National Transportation Safety Board is conducting the hearings, hoping to gain new insight into what caused the crash between a passenger plane and an Army helicopter that killed 67 people. The NTSB will question witnesses and investigators about what led up to the nation's deadliest plane crash since November 2001. Panels will focus on military helicopter routes in the Washington area, collision avoidance technology, and training. The Amherst school counselor, who was recently reinstated after being terminated on accusations of misgendering students, is speaking out. Delinda Dykes had appealed her firing and recently won an arbitration decision. Her attorneys released the arbitration decision, which she says shows she didn't receive due process and that the evidence against her is insufficient. She went on to say in part, quote, "Many have continued to make false and harmful allegations about me. Let me be clear, I am innocent. I deeply share everyone's concern about the safety and well-being of students, including those who identify as LGBTQIA+, and I will never waver in my commitment to help all students." Massachusetts lawmakers have announced a deal to strengthen the state's public defender system and raise pay for bar advocates in the wake of a work stoppage that has led to the dismissal of hundreds of cases. The Senate Committee on Ways and Means says they're raising pay by $20 per hour over a period of 2 years. The current rate ranges from $65 to $120 per hour, depending on the nature of the charges. The agreement will also allow the agency to hire more than 320 new public defenders. The measure unanimously passed out of the conference committee, but still requires a final vote. All right, and now for another check at the forecast, clouds and radar. Brian Lapis, what are we looking at here?
Keeping our eye on the radar for the chance of a few scattered showers or even thunderstorms here this afternoon and early this evening. You can see here there are some showers and storms to our south. In southern New York State, the lower Hudson Valley, New Jersey and Pennsylvania, even a few in Connecticut. With that said, a couple of these could sneak into the valley a little bit later on this afternoon. The good news here is that our latest 22 News Storm Team Skycast does not show any rain for us. 5 o'clock here this afternoon. No, it's just some scattered clouds. By the way, we've got the East Long Meadow Rotary Concert Series at 7 o'clock at Center Field in East Long Meadow. And the Blue Sox are playing tonight at McKenzie Stadium in Holyoke. So right now, the weather looks good for that. But keep an eye on the radar on the 22 News app just to be on the safe side. After midnight tonight, clouds will be on the increase, and I expect that by 7, 8 o'clock, we'll have some scattered showers developing. So some scattered showers for the morning commute, and then the rain becomes more widespread here in the afternoon. There it is. You can see here by 4 o'clock some heavier rain filling in. Slight chance for a thunderstorm, but the latest thunder and lightning data that we have shows that it's not going to be much in the way of thunder around here. It's mainly going to be rain with a cool breeze out of the north. High temperatures in the mid-70s here tomorrow. We'll update on 22 News at 5.
Well, is it a comet or an alien spacecraft? A newly discovered object in space spotted earlier this month by the Atlas telescope in Chile is traveling at 135,000 miles per hour. While there's no threat to Earth, its unusual course has some NASA scientists wondering if it's more than just a sweeping rock. This particular comet was picked out of the intergalactic haystack by NASA's Atlas system, meant to detect asteroids that might hit Earth. Harvard professor Avi Loeb, who's known for his research on alien life, says the object's path appears intelligently directed, and he suggests we should have a risk assessment scale in place. The home of metal is honoring one of the most cherished sons. Thousands of Black Sabbath fans were paying their respects today on the streets of Birmingham to frontman Ozzy Osbourne, who died last Tuesday at the age of 76. Black Sabbath has been widely credited with defining and popularizing the sound of heavy metal. His hearse made its way through the streets of Birmingham this afternoon, where he grew up and where the band was formed in 1968. State police in Connecticut say former WWE CEO Vince McMahon was issued a misdemeanor summons for reckless driving after allegedly causing a multi-vehicle crash last week. According to an accident report from Connecticut State Police, the 3-vehicle crash took place on the morning of July 24th in Westport. Officials say the 79-year-old was driving a 2024 Bentley Continental GT when he allegedly rear-ended a vehicle in front of him. No injuries were reported. And here's a look at what we're working on tonight for 22 News starting at 5. A teen could be tried as an adult in the Holyoke Mall shooting, what the DA is now saying. Plus, a father speaks out after his son was hit by an e-bike in Hamden. And what's next for the West Springfield rail yard after safety talks with state leaders.
And traffic is looking pretty good here. We can see a slight slowdowns on either end of I-291 that typically starts to happen at this time of day. There's also a slight backup here eastbound on the Pike near the Westfield exit. So also something to keep in mind, but nothing major. For the most part, dry here this evening. Wet weather on the way in here for tomorrow. We'll track it on 22 News at 5.
All right, and thanks for joining us for 22 News at 4. You can join Brian and I right here on TV starting at 5 and get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.